Yeah.
I mean, given the exquisite condition that your body is in right now.
It's a temple.
Yeah, you might bet.
Actually, that's an insult to all athletes everywhere, including our next guest. So I will not call my body a temple.
Joining us on the line from your Toronto Blue Jays, Mark Buerhle. Mark, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How you doing? JP's got a message for you. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
You guys better take care of my boy because he's the best. If you don't, I know where you guys work.
That's true, you do.
Are you threatening us? Are you threatening us, JP?
He's gone already.
No, he's gone.
See, Buerhle, I knew catchers took care of their pitchers,
Who knew?
but I had no idea it stretched beyond the field this way.
Yeah, that kind of surprised me. I think we're supposed to take care of the catchers, but it works reverse here.
Well, that's good looking out. I like the battery mate. We were just talking to Ivanka Osmak, who is hosting the Jays charity broadcast auction, which includes what they are calling a perfect game package. You and a guest will enjoy a 30-minute pitching lesson with yourself, Mark Buerhle, along with a bunch of other awesome stuff. First, it's cool that you're doing this. Secondly, how awesome will this be for whoever bids the most money on it?
Well, I'll tell you, I did it last year for the first time when I was in Miami, and not knowing exactly what to expect. It was actually a pretty cool experience for me at being on my end, but I think for the kid that did it, I think he had a blast. You know, like you said, it's a 30-minute pitching lessons. Me and Pete Walker, the pitching coach, will be down there just to kind of chit-chat with the kid or whoever wins it. Just kind of teach some pitching, talk over some things, and if they have any questions or want anything signed, just kind of, chit-chat with them for a while and answer questions and sign autographs that they have.
It is a great experience. And in terms of auctions with professionals and whatnot, it's also it's standard stuff. It's great stuff, but it's also standard. Mark, I got to ask you, though. If someone wants the real Mark,
well, you don't want to make too much.
Whatever hobbies you enjoy, whether fishing, whatever it is, if you had to make up your own prize pack for a fan, for someone bidding on an auction tonight, to really get to know you, what would that include?
Well, be a lot of family time. I enjoy, obviously, spending time with the family. Other than that, maybe get out in the country, do some hunting, fishing, just being on the outdoors, riding four-wheelers, drinking some beer. I don't know, it's pretty much hanging out. I like to have fun. Pretty much laid back, so be a lot of relaxation and a lot of time in the country.
I think you cut to the core of us when you mentioned that beer part.
Yeah, the beer part really stuck out. I'm in. Where's my $5,000? I'm in.
The club has won 3 in a row, 6 of 9. Is it starting to feel like it's the start of something?
Yes, it is. I mean, obviously, we dug ourselves a pretty bad hole at the beginning, and to be honest with you, I don't think. I mean, I kept on saying every game we kept losing. I'm like, I've never seen anything like this. You're on teams where they've struggled for a certain period of time, but it was just one thing where we weren't pitching, we weren't playing defense, we weren't hitting consecutive games. So it was just one of those stretches that, to be honest with you, it was almost kind of almost want to laugh it off because I've never seen anything that bad. So, guys are starting to turn around, guys are hitting, guys are pitching a little better, we're playing better defense. So we're putting everything together. So hopefully we can kind of stay on this roll for a little bit. So
you could tell that the start of this season was different from what you experienced in Miami last year?
Well, I mean, last year, obviously, we struggled a little bit, but we turned it around in May. We started playing a little bit better, for the second month of the season. So, obviously, you lose a guy like Reyes. Obviously, injury is not an excuse by any means. But, whenever you lose a guy like him that sets your table and kind of goes out there and gets on base and the energy he brings, that was a big blow for us. So we just got to battle around. I think he's going to be back here in a month or month and a half or so, and we just got to try to hang on until he gets back.
Mark Buerhle here on Tim and Sid, Sportsnet 590, the Fan of the Score television network. Mark, we'll get to you specifically on the mound in a second, but I'm curious, your take on how that lineup looks and through your eyes. There's been a lot of tinkering from Gibby, and understandably so. Melky up top, health permitting, and then Jose and Edwin. How does it look to you?
Yeah, I mean, what he's got right now with Jose hitting second and Eddie hitting third, it's obviously kind of crazy looking up there because you can usually used to seeing him in the 3 and 4 hole, but he's had it like that for a few games, and we've been putting some runs on the board. Personally, do I think that's the reason why we're scoring 10 runs the last 2 games? I doubt it. I mean, just we're running into some good at bats and putting some runs on the board. So, but whatever is going to work, let's keep it going.
Tim Sid in conversation with Mark Buerhle of the Toronto Blue Jays. Your strong outing in Boston had more than a few folks asking us whether you've, air quotation, figured it out. First off, is there such a thing as figuring it out?
Yes and no. I mean, I guess if you're a big mechanic guy and you get out of whack out there and it's making you, miss some things, and I guess, yeah, you can figure out your mechanics and start throwing more strikes, or you figure something out like that. But to be honest with me, I mean, I've struggled. I feel like there's been a few pitches or maybe one inning of each game I've had that's made it go from a good outing to a terrible outing. So I just got to keep battling. I mean, obviously, I had everything working for me in Boston. My location was good. I was getting ahead in the count, keeping the ball down. And I'm going to give up hits. I've always been in the league leaders in hits allowed. I'm not a strikeout guy. They're going to put the ball in play, and I need some defense behind me. So whenever everything's going good and they're catching the ball behind me and I'm getting ahead in the count, that's usually when things are good.
Mark, you've been in plenty of pressure situations before. You're no stranger to it. But compare the mood, if you could, going into a year where everyone is expecting phenomenal things, which was this season, compared to some other spots you've been in that were similar. Was this any different?
To be honest with you, I mean, I think in spring training when it kind of, obviously everybody's down there asking us about the expectations and all the pressure from, the media and the fans and everybody expecting what we're supposed to do this year. I kind of almost said I blew it off, but I kind of just said, listen, we got to go out there and play these games. I kind of dealt with it last year a little bit in Miami, with all the signings and trades and guys that they got down there and the expectations. And my thing is, listen, obviously on paper we look good. We still have to go out there and compete. We got to play 162 games. There's going to be injuries that's going to happen. We have to battle back from. There's going to be controversy during the season. Guys are going to struggle. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happens during the course of the season. So as much as I, wasn't excited about coming into the season, I was kind of letting everybody know, like, hey, we still have to go play. We can't, listen to all the hype from the media saying that we're going to win this division and we're World Series favorites and all that kind of stuff. We got to go out there and play and hopefully hope for the best.
One of my favorite sports quotes, because I'm not smart enough to come up with my own, is sports don't build character, they reveal it. During this adversity to start the season, who's the guy that's impressed you most with the character revealed?
I think there's a lot of guys. I mean, obviously when we're struggling and going as bad as we are, everybody could just gave up and, kind of said, hey, this is over. We're obviously probably not as good as we think we are, or everybody's making us out to be. So I think there's a lot of guys that, that have come out and showed a lot of character and they're still working in the cages, still working in bullpens. They're doing everything they can to try to turn this thing around.
Mark, I got to ask, what do you make of what's going on right now with Ricky Romero?
I have no idea. That's, obviously coming into the season, knowing he struggled last year, watching him a little bit in spring training, it's tough because, it's guys out there throwing he throws a pitch at, 91, 92, and then next fastball he throws is 84, 83. So I guess it's all mental. I mean, it's when he gets into a jam and he kind of puts more pressure on himself, it's just almost like he can't let loose of the ball and throw it as hard as he wants to or throw it like he's capable of doing. So, he's got to work that out down in minor league and hopefully get back soon.
Have you ever in your career, and even the tough start to this year, have you ever changed your approach?
No, I never have and never will. I mean, I think it's even guys will ask me, certain, how do you pitch, a certain guy, whether he's hot or if the guy owns you or something. I attack everybody the same. I'm gonna pitch everybody the same, no matter if it's your strengths or my weaknesses. Well, I'm gonna attack you guys, attack the hitter with, with pretty much the same stuff. I'm, trying to get ahead in the zone. Try to get ahead in the strike zone and, pound it and get these guys to put the ball in play in the first couple of pitches. That's how you go deep into games and hopefully have success.
Mark, I can't imagine to be in a spot where maybe confidence was an issue and to be yo-yoed. And I'm not asking to speak ill of anyone, but I got to ask, in your career, if you had a spot where things weren't going well and you didn't even know where you were going to be allowed to work things out, that can't be an easy spot.
No, it's not. I actually had a year, I think it was in second half of 06. And I think there was a part in 03 that I had a couple of months or, 8 to 10 starts where it almost got to the point where I was thinking, can I do this anymore? Can I even get guys out? It just seemed like nothing was going my way when I was making strikes or making pitches that were getting hits. it's definitely frustrating, and you got to just kind of keep on battling through and just say, listen, I've done it before. Things are going to turn around. You just got to keep working and, go out there and just keep on making your pitches and things will turn around.
Mark, this has been a splendid conversation. Can you do us a favor, though? And I know he's got 9 big flies in the season, but tell JP to get his own segment, okay?
I'll take care of that.
If there's one thing JP needs is more media time.
Yeah, he needs more attention.
He needs more media
Some
time.
guys like that stuff. Some guys don't. So I enjoy him liking it because that's the less I have to deal with it.
Well, there you go. The spotlight moves a little bit. I hear you.
Appreciate you putting up with us.
I hear you. Mark, good stuff. We appreciate the time, and let's do it again soon. Thank you.
All right, take care, guys.
There is Mark Buerhle, starting pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays.